Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. How's everybody doing? This is the more severe, and you're watching Sipping God. Today's topic is called True Sauce. What is that about? Well, let's get in tune. Let's get in tune. All right, everybody, get ready, get ready. The show is about to begin. Beautiful, beautiful. Just want to get some time for other people to come in. So let's get ready for it. Let people know what's up. Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm glad you can make it. Hey. Just gonna wait till everybody else get in, everybody else get in, everybody else get in. Give me a brief moment, people. Give me a brief moment. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? As I mentioned before, this is the more, you know what I'm saying? I want to let people know that I'm very in tune with nature. You know, I've been practicing and pushing forth for that. You know, I'm glad I know everybody's doing okay. Glad I know everybody's doing okay. And so I'm not gonna give no long introduction as far as who I am. I can be found on Twitter, Amora Severe, Instagram, Amora Severe. You can, you know what I'm saying? My apologies for that. You know, so you can find me on Instagram. That's Bowman Artistic Design, and I'm having a lot of amazing deals and offers for anyone that needs some visual content. But outside of that, let's get back into Sipping God. That's what you're watching on a more severe YouTube channel. So definitely share, comment, all that good stuff. Cause I'm about to reveal some amazing information. You know what I'm saying? It's finna be like really, really tight. It's gonna be some really tight information. But it's the year 2018. We about to get into the year 2019. So I was like, why not just go ahead and go all the way out and just have like a real conversation with everybody. So I'm about to have this real conversation. I just hope, you know what I'm saying, people are able to like tap into what I'm saying. If not, definitely leave a comment because your comment's going to, help me be able to, communicate much more effectively. So let's help each other on this one. So I want to know how's everybody doing, by the way. And I think I've already asked that probably so many times, but it's always good to know how people is feeling. What type of energy is people, you know what I'm saying, is vibrating off of tonight. Saturday night is always that, turn up night. Let's get it in before Sunday, right? Because everybody want to do sun worship. Now let me stop. Let me stop. But yeah, so just to let people know is that let's let people know is that when it comes to intelligence, when it comes to knowledge, I want people to understand is that yes, definitely give your acknowledgement to those that do the research, that share knowledge, and that show signs of intelligence. But I want people to understand is that being smart is something that we all are, and I want people to know that even if I'm sharing information, always do your own homework to research and figure out if I'm up to par with what I'm communicating. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I want people to keep in mind is that we all are intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge grows and expands based upon what effort you're doing in your personal time to receive information for yourself. Me, I'm more so the inspiration. I'm more so just using this body to be the inspiration to speak to the public, you know what I'm saying, to express authenticity. Very raw, very raw. So in this modern day society, we're so immature. So whenever we're like naked or nude, people don't know how to handle their hormones. You know what I'm saying? Because we're so obsessed with horniness. We're so tuned in to this horny nature that we can't even take people seriously anymore. We can't even value an individual. We're only valuing, you know what I'm saying, like the lust. Just let me bust a nut with you versus let me tap and get tuned in with your energy. You know what I'm saying? Let me get tapped in, tuned in with that good frequency. But a lot of people more so is just looking at people as like a piece of meat, which is interesting, right? No, but ain't nothing wrong with expressing how you feel, but it's not what you do, it's how you do it. That's number one thing that's gonna go for me. Where we starting off at? Where we starting off at? So as I mentioned before, I'm a borderline nudist. I may lick my lips a lot because my lips be extremely dry at times. So I do apologize. I'm gonna try my best to not lick my lips. But other than that, let's get right into true sauce. Why I say true sauce? Well, let's go for it. Urban wise, sauce, you know what I'm saying? That's another way of saying swag, style is always dripping. The reason why I'm saying true sauce is because it is time for people to really drip that sauce. And I'm going to be feeding that information to go about doing that. And I was not going to do long introductions, but hey. So I'm about to get into the message. If y'all want to carry a notebook and pen or a pencil, go ahead, be my guest. So give me about 15 seconds and I'm finna get right into it. Just want to make sure I got everything set up for everybody. Now, like I said, thank you for watching. Give me a brief moment. All right. No, I'm here. I'm back. I'm back. My apologies. Everybody is calling me all of a sudden. I like that beat. Yeah. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope. All right. So, now that we all in, I was trying to buy some more time for anyone else to pop in and hear this, but you know, whoever jumps in, hear it, that's cool. Whoever don't, that's fine. I'm going to share the video anyway. So I want to get people in tune, let people know what's going on. Right now, right now, we are experiencing an amazing shift within from the whole from from around the world. A lot of people are breaking away from religious traditions. A lot of people are breaking away from following, following these people of authority. People are now becoming less afraid of authority. People are now tired of just sitting down, not doing something. We're coming into a reality where people are becoming to start to think more. Like people are beginning to think. They're starting to consciously make a decision, which is amazing, really amazing. I mean, you could tell even in our stores, things are changing. In our stores, things are changing. You're seeing more organic food. We're seeing more veganism. I'm sorry, veganism, which is what people are familiar to. I like to say vegan, but vegan, tomato, up to you. So, veganism, or I'm going to use veganism because that's what people are used to. Veganism has been driving a rise in our society even more than it had about 2 years ago or 3 years ago. You usually have to go up north to collect you a vegan meal. But now their vegan options are starting to stretch even into the south side areas where it is highly populated, which you would consider people of minority. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things are changing. That's for one. But what I want people to understand is that for those that are in tune with spirituality, for those that took the time to identify self. So, number one, true sauce. So right now I'm gonna go through different facts, different tips, and I'm finna back it up with a form of resource and reference that we can look at. So number one moment of true sauce. How we know we're dripping that true sauce? And what I mean by true sauce, how do you know when you're dripping from the how you know when you're dripping from the from the appropriate style, or how you know you're moving into the right direction, right? So let's drip this true stuff. How do we know we're moving to the right direction, or how do we move into a direction where we feel more in tune and more balanced with life and more in tune with ourselves? So number one thing for true sauce is this: you want to take the time, right? You want to take the time to figure yourself out. 2019 is coming in. You don't want to go into the year 2019 still in the same spot, not being able to figure out what's really going on within your life and within who you are and why you are going through these struggles and circumstances. For true sauce tip number one, get a pen and paper, pencil or paper, and start writing out the different troubles and issues that you're facing. Write about everything you know about who you are and what you are. Write about your flaws, your advantages, your abilities, your skills. Write out who you are. And when you write out who you are, be as brutally honest as you can be. Share as much information as that will identify you and where you are and who you are. And this will give you an overview to look at yourself in a way you haven't looked at yourself before. Now, a lot of people may say that's like, why would I want to waste time to do that? But actually, it makes a lot of sense. Because a lot of times we think a lot of things in our mind, but when you can actually physically see it, it makes a whole big difference. So a good way to really, tap into who you are, get to know yourself, is write out what you know of who you are. And that gives you the ability to make changes and to improve in areas where you're not doing your best at. Number two, we always hear a voice of reason within our mind. I don't care whether you was a believer of a high power or not. We all have this sense of urgency to feel this intuitive feeling that let us know what we're supposed to do and what we're not supposed to do. And the issue is that we all want to live this life of success, abundance, greatness. But in order to go about into that, especially in the way that you want to aim for it, like if you want to do at your best and make the best decisions and best options, listen to yourself. And then what's so interesting is that yourself will tell you everything you need to know. Yourself give you a direction, a clear direction that's easy to hear, easy to comprehend, but it's just more so putting in the push to actually do it. We always know what we need to do and what we're supposed to do in life, but the best way to really deal with life or to move in life in good like I want to say with a good move is listening to what you are supposed to do, because yourself is going to give you a direction. Follow those instructions. Trust in yourself, because the more you do what you're supposed to do by following the voice, following your own voice that is telling you what you should be doing, and when you follow those instructions, it's going to feel so good. And I promise you, because I'm speaking from a personal experience, when you follow those instructions, your life is going to move in an interesting way by you trusting yourself. And by you trusting yourself, you become more decisive. You become to make better decisions. And you begin to see your life changing for the greater. Do not compromise yourself for none. Stop compromising yourself to a situation that you do not like. If you're in a situation that you do not like, stop putting yourself down for things that do not benefit you. Do not get fooled and tricked by fear. Do not operate in fear. Do not operate in sadness. Do not operate in a negative emotion that will draw you further down from where you are at. Your goal is to elevate and move to the top, and that is the route you want to take all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, You want to elevate and evolve. You don't want to de-evolve. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no degeneration. You want to generate it. You want to generate positivity, more interest. You want to build. And each time you compromise yourself from the value that you feel that you deserve, then you're breaking yourself away. You're breaking yourself apart. And this is why it becomes hard for you to identify who you are, because you made so many different things a part of you and it was not. So we got that part, right? Number 3, breathing. I cannot stress this out enough, but breathing is the most key essential part to functioning in life. The way how you breathe determines the amount of energy and the amount of potential that you can put out in your daily tasks. What I'm saying is that we have been genetically transformed to breathe shallow, where we only breathe halfway because of how we sit on chairs. We breathe to a certain point, but we're supposed to be doing a full breathing. And when you're doing a full breathing is just as similar as breathing from your soul. So a lot of people say diaphragm. I like to say solar plexus or your soul, or we can say diaphragm, but let's just say soul. Breathe from your soul, and what that means is as you're inhaling air through your nostrils, you want to breathe in. You want to breathe in that air and let that air fill this air. You can feel it from your pelvis filling up. Let that air fill in. Breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in. Feel your breathing.